Thank you, Madam Chair. I am adamantly in support of this bill, H.R. 4468. The bill stops the Biden administration from implementing its radical rule that will force 2/3 of all new passenger vehicles to be electric by 2032. That's insane. My constituents do not want to be forced by the government to purchase an electric vehicle. My constituents want freedom of choice. That's America. We don't live in a communist country yet, do we? My constituents will purchase an electric vehicle if they want to, if it works for them, not because President Biden tells them they have to. I was just in a natural resources field hearing in Phoenix, and there we had testimony about critical minerals and how electric vehicles need 4 times as much copper as a traditional car. How there's so much lithium that is needed for the electric vehicle batteries. And guess where this stuff is processed? China. China. And you know what President Biden is doing? When we need all these new critical minerals, he's shutting down U.S. mines. In Arizona, we have Resolution Copper Mine. It could produce 25% of all the copper demand in the United States. And what did he do? 2 to 3 months into his presidency, he pulled back an environmental permit review, and now the mine is just sitting there when it could be helping the United States. He did the same thing in Minnesota. In addition, when we're adding new electric vehicles onto the grid and we're mandating and enforcing it by a certain time, the grid's not going to be able to keep up with the demand. And so I don't want Arizona to be like California, where they're mandating electric vehicles, and then the government texts them, said, oh, don't charge your electric vehicle today. That's insane. I support this bill because I support consumer choice. I'm opposed to Biden forcing my constituents to buy an electric car against their will. I support this bill because I want reliable, affordable electricity. I want to keep the lights on. I don't want the government telling them that they can't charge their electric vehicle after they forced them to buy it. I don't want the U.S. to be more reliant on China. I support Americans, not China. I support this bill, and I yield back.
I'm just waiting for some people to get done. Gentlelady yields back. Chair recognizes for 5 minutes, Mr. Vesey.
Thank you, Madam Chair. It's been interesting listening to this discussion, and it's good that we're having this discussion. Obviously, as the world